Yes, ma'am.
Why were you late? Well, why are you late for court? All right, why were you late for court? And then this is not the first time you've been late.
Let's roll, nerds. Welcome back to Time Served, the channel. Let's get to talking so you don't have to. This is the story of Briella Butler, the entitled thief that has over a half a dozen court appearances over the last 3 years and has failed to arrive on time for a single one of them. In actuality, I think Judge Boyd was actually pretty kind to her compared to other defendants that fail to make the bus. Nevertheless, she has a bigger problem than her tardiness, namely her attitude, CPS in her life, and check felony forgery charges. Maybe with all these issues, she wouldn't act so damn entitled. But this is time served, so of course she does. Fast forward to 2025, and with all these beautiful outfits on, nothing fits her well enough than the honeybee yellow that symbolizes that, yes, she is pregnant yet again, where her first child was born back as early as what I can find in these Facebook posts in 2013. So that would put her pretty much around high school age. I'll not be showing the child, but rest assured there are these posts, and they range from 2013 to 2014. This latest clip was from late 2025, and you can find it right here. Also, I'll post the link in the description and at the end of the video as well. Like and subscribe, set your notifications to all. Brace yourself, nerds. Let's roll.
All right, have you all received the discovery?
Yes. Okay.
All right, why were you late for court?
Your Honor, I apologize for being late. I was late because I stayed up the day before to make it to court for my son. I have a son, and I'm trying to fight to get my son back. And I had court yesterday, so I was up, and I don't have a vehicle, so I was on the bus, and I was exhausted from coming from court and work and everything yesterday. So I woke up late. It is my fault. I can't blame anyone else. But
All right, don't be late again, you understand?
yes, ma'am.
All right, so where are we on discovery?
I have discovery. What I wanted to bring to the court's attention is that my client has 3 more cases. This is our first setting on this one, but she has 2 more new felonies that are not indicted. And I was hoping to have a court date when all cases could be negotiated on the same day.
All right, state, the other cases are
We know.
possession, theft, and possession.
Yes, Judge. I mean,
And I know with the possession, it depends on labs, correct?
no, I judge, and that's February of this year.
22nd.
That she was arrested for that one allegedly. And then there's another one in April of this year that she was allegedly in possession of also, Judge.
All right, we're coming back on July 29th.
Thank you.
Once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Much later.
Briella Butler? Briella. I keep mispronouncing it.
Good morning.
Good morning. And Ms. Burke, if you'll introduce yourself to the court reporter.
Good morning. My name is Deborah Stanton, and I'm the attorney for Briella Butler.
All right, so how do you pronounce your first name?
Briella.
See,
Okay.
it's Briella.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
No, I always want to get names correct. So I always tell people when they come before me, if I'm mispronouncing your name, let me know. Because
Yes.
once the mispronunciation is in my mind, it's in there. Yeah.
Yes,
What's mine?
All right. So my understanding, there were CPS records.
No, there's a drug case.
No, this is a forgery case.
Yes.
But for some reason, I think somebody said that there was prior CPS history or something.
That I don't know because I'm only dealing with a forgery case.
Yeah. No, there's let me look on the record. Just 1 second. Let me find what page she is on.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you. Do you have any children?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Is there a CPS case out there?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
See, that's why I wrote that down. So, state, they're probably going to need CPS records. And I know that's family violence. but there may be a CPS case related to the drug issue.
No, well, I say no. There's no lab test on the drugs.
No, no, I understand that, but here's the thing.
Okay.
I'm telling you all that my experience on the CPS side, whether they closed the case or kept the case open, these charges are probably why there was a CPS case open or is there. If y'all don't want, here's the thing, if y'all don't want CPS records, guess what? We will go on the record now and everybody can agree that they don't want CPS records. And if y'all say you don't want CPS records, when we go to trial, there will be none of this, oh, we need CPS records.
We want them.
Okay. So, State, if you can check family violence about the CPS records, I know it's a...
I'll send them a link for how to do, or I'll talk to their advocates so they can get that ball.
Oh, thank you. All right.
And then can I tell you why I actually approached?
Yes.
Because it had nothing to do with CPS, because I didn't know about CPS.
All right. CPS records.
Okay.
Yes.
The state has the forgery case,
Mhm.
that file. They do not have the file on the drug case. It's not indicted.
No, I'm aware there are
I know
two.
you know.
Yeah, there are two drug cases that have not been indicted. There's a possession less than a gram, and there's a 4 grams to 200 grams. State, do you have any idea when those cases will be indicted? Okay.
Sorry, Judge,
Or where they are in the system as far as labs?
I can check.
Do we know what the offense date is?
I know
It looks like there's.
March 26, 24 is the offense date for the undergram and a misdemeanor theft.
All right.
Now, for the forgery, the offense date is 2023.
All right. And then I see for the 4 to 200 grams, it's May 2024. So what we're going to do then, Norma, recall this for 60 days. That's to see if the labs are in.
Thank you, Your Honor. Let me get my calendar. Yes, sir.
All right. So we're going to be back on September 30th.
I just told her, try to please get my calendar.
Okay. All right, Ms. Butler, come back, please. Yeah, no, that's
I
okay.
did tell her to sit down, I'm sorry. I'm okay with the 30th of September.
All right, y'all will be back on September 30th. All right, once you sign the reset form, you are excused and you need to make sure that you are on time. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Why were you late?
I'm currently being kicked out of my house, evicted, so they're sitting all my stuff outside right now, and I had to tell them I had to go because I had to come to court.
All right, so make sure you're on time next time, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Many months later.
Well, why are you late for court?
I have no right. I stayed all around 604 at my uncle's house, and he wasn't there. He's a bail bondsman. He wasn't answering the phone, so the only way I got here was on the Via bus, which I had to walk like 2 miles due to the city in order to get on the Via bus. So by the time I walked into the city, found a Lotus and 1604 and whatnot, it was already like 10, 11 o'clock.
Mhm.
And I had let my attorney know, and she told me to check in at court 15, which is next door. I checked in there, then and we checked it here. Then y'all told me to come back at 1:30. I was late again, walking from going to get some food, not here at Whataburger up the street, and I walked back and I talked to her on the phone, and she told me to sit, be quiet, or wait, or say nothing or something like that. I was like, okay. And I told the probation officer lady, and she told me to sit here and wait until you call my name.
All right, so how are you going to be on time for court?
Well, now, like, I know that it's a 2-hour walk ahead. I'm gonna wake up earlier to be able to walk. But I didn't think I was gonna have to walk.
Right. So here's the thing. Mind you, I used to ride the bus. I used to walk everywhere. When I was a defense attorney, I would walk from the courthouse to the Bear County Jail. I didn't take the bus from there. I was like, yeah, I'll get exercise. And that was a long walk. And it was in the heat. And I was in heels. Bye-bye. And I had a backpack, right? And so what I learned is it's nice to have people who will say they're going to do A, B, and C. I'm going to pick you up. I'm going to take you to court. But at the end of the day, you got to have a plan A, a plan B, and a plan C. You understand? So you cannot be late for court again. You understand? All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to recall this. And Norma?
Yes, sir.
I'm recalling this for October 10th. You need to make plans and you need to be here on time. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. If you give her a reset form for October 10th.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a good day.
All right. Thank you. You too. Right here.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Getting my client's warrant recalled this morning,
Mhm.
so I didn't get much done on my client's case, which is a forgery, and she has 2 unindicted, not set today possessions. And so I'm just wondering, can you recall it one day next week when I have more time to work on it?
Okay. Why was she late for court?
Why were you late?
I was not late this time, but kind of late. I was.
No, you were late. Let me just tell you, there's no kind of late. If you're not here in court at 9 a.m., you're late. So were you here at 9 a.m.?
No, no,
All right. So why were you late?
standing outside.
All right. You need to make sure that you are on time. Do you understand? All right. And Ms. Ferguson, are there warrants on this 4982 case? Because she's listed as a fugitive.
Your Honor, they were lifted this morning. That's the box.
Okay. And then this is not the first time you've been late.
No,
You were late on September
September
30th
30th.
as well. Well, so you have a problem with getting to court on time. This is what I'm going to tell you, and I want you to hear me clearly. If you are late for this court again, you're going to be taken into custody. You understand? And then they will make sure, maybe, that you're on time, depending on how the elevators are working. They'll make sure that you're on time because you'll be brought over from the jail. Do you understand?
yes.
All right, so let's recall this back. This is coming back on October 16th.
Is that next week, Your Honor, like I had?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Do I need to sign anything or we're fine?
No, she needs to sign something.
Okay, have a seat.
Parties had a chance to review the PSI report state,
Yes,
defense,
Yes, Your Honor.
and the TAP evaluation state and defense.
yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor.
The best PSI and TAP eval that I've ever read in my life because they explored every detail of her life from practically birth till now. And I'm very pleased with their assessment.
All right. According to your plea bargain agreement, there's a $1,500 fine. The state is recommending deferred adjudication. This is to run concurrent with 718-359 and 728-369. The state is taking in consideration NITMAC number 752-652-760-865. All right. Any witnesses?
Not from the state, Your Honor.
Not from the defense unless you want. Here.
Yes. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Bria Butler.
All right. So if you were released from custody, who would you be staying with?
I'll be staying with my mother.
All right. And people will say that, but have you picked up the phone and called her and she wants you to stay with her?
Yes.
All right. Now she's under oath. Okay.
After her, I want to tell you something about me and her mom.
Okay. All right. Thanks. So do you have any children?
Yes, I have one son.
And what is his age?
His age is 2 years old.
And who does he live with?
He is not in my custody anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, I lost my rights.
Okay. And so what are your plans as far as employment? What are your hopes, your dreams, your goals?
My goals is to be a college graduate. I want to be a nurse, a RN.
Mhm.
So when I get out, I do want to start school. I was already enrolling. in the process and then get a job.
All right, so what I can tell you is, it's not impossible, but it's difficult. Anytime you have a criminal case, whether it's deferred or regular probation with a conviction, when you're seeking employment somewhere where it requires a license, it becomes more difficult. But it can be done, because I know someone who actually went to prison, and I know this because I work with them to try to get their license and everything. Guess what? They're now an attorney. So it can be done, but you just made it a struggle, okay? All right, did you all want to speak to the length of deferred adjudication? It's in the plea paperwork, and plea paperwork outside the agreement, it's for 4 years.
Anything up to 4 years.
All right, so I'm going to set your deferred adjudication at 4 years deferred adjudication. If you complete everything successfully, you can always approach the court for early termination. But for early termination, I'm going to be looking at whether or not you've been positive, whether you've been reporting on a regular basis. You understand?
Yeah.
So there's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, proof of employment within 30 days, and I'll say 30 days of release.
Yes.
There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. And the no unsupervised contact with minors, that can potentially change once you've shown me that you have everything, your life together. You understand?
Yes.
This will run concurrent with 718-359 and 728-369. Taking consideration NITMAC number 752-60865. Field visits 1 time per month for 6 months. 200 hours of community service. Says that she met the criteria for the MIC. So I'll do MIC. Let probation know. If you feel as though they're not a good case, always come back to the court. This is what I tell everybody. My goal is to be rehabilitated. If you feel as though you're going to take a drink, because you're not allowed to drink alcohol on probation or do any other type of drug, pick up the phone, call your probation officer, say, I'm struggling right now. Because that shows me that you learned what you need to do in order to stay clean and sober. But if you're out here in this world and you're having problems and you don't let them know, guess what? We don't know, and we can't help you. All right, is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
No, ma'am.
All right, and you want to tell me about her mom?
She and I are texting every day. She wants to know what happens now, today. So, yes, her mom's here.
All right, so they'll probably release you. It's probably going to be midnight. I have no control over
We
that.
have to make sure she's on bond in the 2 county court settings.
So if you make bond for that, this court is not the court that will be holding you. It'll be the misdemeanor court, okay?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Just had a talk to county court.
That's what will happen. You will have to do parenting classes and everything else that's required of you.
Violate condition number 1 on or about the 22nd day of May 2025 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant, Butler, committed the offense of possession of a controlled substance, plea group 1, in violation of condition number 1.
How many pleads to that? True or not true?
Yes.
What have you done?
I went to the 60 days NA or AA online virtual visits. I reported twice.
All right, so that didn't work because you're here for a possession of controlled substance. And how far along are you in your pregnancy?
7 months.
All right, so what that means is you're doing drugs.
No, ma'am, I wasn't.
Who did the meth belong to?
DeAndre Hartley. I have an affidavit that they brought in. Can I take my baby with me?
No, what ends up happening when you are at safety, because it's at the prison, when you're at safety and you deliver your baby, someone needs to be there to accept custody of your child. Otherwise, Child Protective Services will be picking up your baby and you will have a CPS case. And when you're released from safety, all right, so usually the wait time for safety normally is 3 months. So you'll be waiting at the jail for 3 months, then they'll transfer you to safety and you'll be there for 9 months. All right, so the court is going to deny the motion, alternate amending conditions to include safety